everybody, it's Guiding Halo, and this is going to be your reading for Friday. So I guess that's the 29th of the month. So let's see what's going on here. Energies, messages, things to think about, people to think about, how we should move forward, how we should maybe not move forward, what's the best action to take. Let's see, all the advice that Spirit can give us, we're open to. We welcome with open arms because it helps us grow, helps us learn, and all those wonderful things. Friday, the 29th of May, 2020. It's about finding balance, something tells me. Finding balance between what's going on and how you feel about what's going on. What Spirit wants you to go, where Spirit wants you to go. And following those pathways forward. The Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Beautiful. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So what are the noble choices you're being asked to make? Snow Leopard, self-reliance. Is it about relying on self? You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Look at that. We've got a lot of cats on the board here. So what do cats do? They lie in wait. It's almost like they stalk their prey. They are keenly astute of everything that's going on at any given moment. They can sense what's coming. They a lot of times know what's headed for them before it even gets there. Before what's headed for them is even aware that they are around. So there's stuff going on in the background right now that you can absolutely have knowledge about. And it's about lying in wait until it's time to pounce. And trusting that the divine will show you when that time to pounce is. Trusting that when you're lazing around in the afternoon sun that you will have that higher calling on your life and the divine will show you when it's time to get going with it. And it's about being independent and about being self-reliant, absolutely. So perhaps there's a break in energy between how much do I be there for my pride and where do I allow self-reliance to kick in? Because here we have animals that coexist together, and here we have an animal that is fearlessly self-reliant. Perhaps you're either leaving a situation where you've been invested in family for a long time, or perhaps you're moving to a situation now where you're more self-reliant, or it could be the other way around, moving from self-reliance into finding your tribe. Either way, it's still, there's a break in energy between both. Perhaps somebody is afraid to make some moves forward because they're concerned about what their tribe will think or their tribe will feel about it. So in that energy of wondering and being concerned about what people will say or what people will think, you're keeping it to yourself and doing it in a self-reliant way. But I don't think that energy break should be there, because it's almost like this whole tribe situation can really help you bring this forward into your life, to bring this energy into your life. But at the same time, I want to do it by myself. It reminds me kind of like how a 3-year-old is, right? Or a 2-year-old is like, no, I got this. I don't want you to touch me. Don't help. You know, they just want to be self-reliant and learn to do it themselves. A lot of people are like that. Majesty and courage. So there's something about understanding and honoring the higher calling in your life that may take you into maybe a spotlight kind of situation, may take you into being known by many. And you might not even need to show your face, just like on YouTube, you don't have to show your face. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So what's the noble choice here? What's the majestic, courageous, noble choice? Perhaps someone feels like here integrity is not being followed by those around. In some sort of way, it's about wanting to stay invisible in self-reliance so that you can hear what you're supposed to do only from the divine or spirit elders. It's about letting your life unfold in silent perfection, not trying to control the next step forwards. So we have an energetic break between trying to force it to happen and allowing the divine to bring it all to you. This here practices the art of allowing and the knowing that divine has you and more is going on behind the scenes. This here practices you have to make choices with everybody in mind, and you'd really like to get out ahead of the problem and the situations that could occur. So there's an energetic break between how much action do I take and how much action do I not take. Trying to find that middle ground. So tell me, Spirit, let's find out what lies in the middle ground. And we're going to use Spirit of the Animal Oracle to do it by Collet Baron-Reid. All right, let's find out what lies in the middle ground. What's the middle ground here? What's the best way to go about it? I mean, we have two different, very different energies here. We have to make decisions for our family. We have to let go of the past, reclaim our majesty, step into the power of who we are. Absolutely. You'll find success and contentment with these people by your side, and you know that. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So what's the noble choice here? Is it to be self-reliant and just wait back, or is it to take action? Trust that the divine's going to wake you up when it is time. We have card number 50, which reduces to a 5. Overcome any obstacle. Rhino Spirit. So this is about massive change coming in someone's life, or many changes. Let's get one more card. And we have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. So what are we letting go of? It's a 31, which is a 4. Letting go of that stability in that you may consider as home. Letting go of the outcome and how it looks, how everybody thinks it should look, how even you think it should look. Perhaps it's about someone leaving a situation, a home base, something you've been in for quite some time, and really stepping into your power and going out on your own. For those who are married and in relationship, this could be about not doing the family business or not doing the work you used to do and stepping into the brand new. Perhaps it's self-employment, which is a whole lot of self-reliance. Relying on self and not somebody else to create the day for you. So there's a lot of messages coming through right now. You're just going to have to take whichever resonates for you throughout this situation. Time to let go, overcome any obstacle. Divine, please show us at any given time which way is the best way to go. Now, someone here is thinking about going back to a job or back to something, or they're thinking about moving forward into more self-reliance. If the pendulum goes this way, we're going to go self-reliance. If the pendulum swings this way, we're going to go back towards possibly asking your tribe about what to do, okay? I think it could be all-encompassing and it just may not even move. Look at that. Absolutely nothing. We have it moving forward and back. Up and down. So I believe that, I don't know how all these pendulum things work. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. The ones with crystals inside. It's beautiful. So I would say that our main focus is here. It's not about the outcome. It's not about where you were at, but the main focus is here. Time to let go of what has been the normal to this point and what you have found stable so that you can come into the new. And it's about overcoming any obstacle. Let's read these two cards, okay? Card number 31. Back and forth, back and forth. Yes or no? Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Oracle message. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to that which is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it's a sign there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transitioning into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. As a protection message, have you been relentless in your effort to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality? Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past, so allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring and endings always give birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. Look at that. So it's definitely about letting go of the way you used to do things, or everything. It could be a complete overhaul in life coming your way, which a lot of people have wanted for a very long time. They wanted the new to step in. Well, the new is about to be here. Overcome any obstacle. Let's read it. Card number 50, massive change. Fives are all about massive change and somewhat unpredictable change as well, coming as a surprise. As an oracle message, we always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino Spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity and no obstacle can stand. For you have magic and make any... magic to make... For you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants what is best for you. I believe Spirit wants what we have asked for, and what we are asking for right in the moment might not be anywhere near what it is that we have put in our hopes and dreams and wishes, even though from the outset we might think it is. Protection message. The appearance of an obstacle in front of you offers you a choice. Barrel into it and bang your head, or find your easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there is only one way to remove it from your path? Rhino Spirit is here to tell you that sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes it is no, not yet. And sometimes it is no, not the way you think it should be. Open to new possibilities, and you will find other options begin to appear. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and not every obstacle is worth resisting head-on. Don't waste energy banging your head against a wall. So if there's something that you've been trying to make work, trying to get this happen, trying to get that to happen, and it's just not moving, you know, just there you go, self-reliance. Let go and let be. Let the divine move it for you and focus on other things in your life. All right, let's get some Magical Times Empowerment cards here. See what we're looking at on more of a deep level. Letting go, overcoming obstacles in order to let go. Perhaps there's obstacles that need to be overcome. Could be fears. Fears about moving upwards and onwards. Fears about leaving family behind to go do something that you know is your higher calling. You're being higher called to a situation, and there's people you may have to leave, not forever or not even at all, but perhaps you're moving or changing venues or something of the situation. Perhaps many of you have been told it's not good to move during Mercury, or not Mercury retrograde. Well, that too. There'd be issues and delays, but not good to move during Venus retrograde because things may not appear as beautiful as they seem to be. So perhaps in some sort of way, that's put some fear in you about taking any moves, whether it's moving house or even making changes, period. But if the divine is bringing you to a situation where it's time to make changes, then it's time. And this card came out upside down, which is cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust this powerful process. But it came out upside down. So someone is not trusting this process. In fact, I almost feel, and this speaks for me as well, I almost feel like you're trying to hold the process back for fear that things may not turn out the way you hope. But that's where men can only go so far. Then comes the divine. You know, I mean, you don't walk this life alone. And if you knew who walked beside you every day, you would never doubt again. Union. Feeling upside down about that too. See, you have seen and unseen allies draw upon their strengths, join forces with friends, and flourish. So it's not about leaving all those that you care about behind you. I'm going to turn these upright so I can read them throughout the reading. It's not about leaving friends behind you just because you're taking a new approach in life, okay, or an approach to a situation. It's really, I truly believe, finding that energetic shift within to free yourself enough to move upward and onward. Is there something you want to move towards you're not sure you even want or deserve it? And you might actually have to force yourself to do it. You might actually have to force yourself to do it. Because it's almost like, I was talking to my daughter about this today, you don't do anything unless you get angry enough to say enough bullshit first. Why does the divine have to throw bullshit your way to get you to make a move? Can you not just make a move when you feel led to, or you have that thought in your mind? When that thought comes in your mind, maybe I should do this differently. Maybe I should move house. Maybe I should this. Maybe I should that. Could you not trust that just that thought alone is worthy of you doing exactly what happens? Does the divine constantly have to manifest crap for you to get you to move forward? Get you to the point where you just can't take it anymore and then you move? You know. Some people are like that. Some need that. Some have a very hard time making decisions until they get to the point of absolute, I will not put up with this crap anymore. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to follow your intuition and move anyway before the crap flies? Well, you're at where you're at. And one thing I can tell you is the divine will always meet you where you're at. So if if that's what you need in order to have the divine bring forward to you which best way is to move by showing you the way that has the most crap in it, then that's exactly what they'll do. They'll meet you where you're at every single time. Because what you ask for is exactly what you'll get. Isn't that beautiful? For sure. All right. For some out there, not many, I want to let you know that there's somebody around you that you might not be expecting, who even could be in a relationship or otherwise, that very well may... They're stuck in a situation, I believe, and these are things I'm finding with people, other people that are on the outskirts of my life as well, that may very well have feelings for somebody else, and you've not said anything about that. It's not about you, but there's things you're seeing go around on the outside of you, especially if you're intuitive. Yeah, it's important. I would say that would be more so for somebody who is a... well, I can't even say what sign it would be. How about we won't be that general? How about we'll go a fire sign and a water sign, I want to say. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So perhaps that's what the whole situation is about, you needing to get angry. You needing to get angry and have enough of the crap in order to trust that that is divine movement. And the divine using your connection with them, even if it is a love of, this is how I know when to move, this is what I know, so this is what the divine will bring to you to make you move forward in any situation. I will always be guided back to the light. So even if you think, oh no, I can handle this cycle, this is okay, the divine's going to guide you regardless. They will not say no if you need guidance. They will come give you guidance, especially when you've asked for it. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Something about self-reliance and moving forward with self-reliance. Wanting to be self-assured. All of those sorts of things. And regardless, through any change that you're going through, I choose love no matter what. So whatever's going on, whatever changes are coming, ends of cycles, union with other people, all that sort of thing. Choose to do it in a loving way that benefits yourself as well as others. Sometimes I myself, as a teacher and a spiritual growth coach, I wonder how it is I get away with saying the crap I say. But, and yeah, sometimes I think I have the answer, and then I sit there and I'm still daftly blinded by it. But I have to understand, I guess, that it's more so, I'm a vessel of truth, and when you bring forward truth that no one can refute for their life or what's going on, you know, like my landlord always says, it gives him lots to think about. And I mean, you can sit there and think as long as you want to sit there and think, for sure, but it's about taking action as opposed to just the thinking about it, you know. And so when are we going to move forward and take the action? Have you ever been moved by the divine to change venue or change situation, even if it is absolutely moving, change venue for a job place or something else, simply because the people around you need to grow more and you don't feel that they can do that with you there? It's like you've done everything you can in that circumstance. It's kind of like when a mama bird pushes her baby out of the nest, right? They want them to move on, they want them to go, because they know that some hawk is going to come by and snatch them up, otherwise it's going to be easy prey. So it's about grabbing your wings and learning to fly. Sometimes I wonder if the mama bird ever just leaves the nest, and I don't know much about birds, but I wonder if the mama bird ever just leaves the nest, and when the baby birds aren't fed, then that's when they'll fly. Maybe that's the case in the situation. What I'm trying to say is you can give as much knowledge to people as you absolutely want to give them, but it's their choice as to when they take that knowledge and fly. You know. So are you guys going to fly? I guess that's my question to you. Are you going to end the cycles that need ending? Because it's going to be a hard change if you don't step out ahead of that. Understand that just because you do that does not mean you do not have union. You still have those people, you still love them, you still care about them, and you even still see them, just not on a daily basis. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Now, this is a spiritual connection with the divine, but it's also a spiritual connection with people. When I cultivate that spiritual connection with people, I can trust the universe no matter what. Trust the universe to take care of them. Trust the universe that the energy, the time, the effort, the love that you've put out there absolutely is something that is rooted and planted within them. Once you know these things you're being taught, you can't go back to what you used to know. I mean, you can try, but this inner knowing, even if you've forgotten the words, this inner knowing that there's better out there for you will always be there. It will haunt you. You can't go back from awakening. Once you have awakened, I don't believe you can go back. You can choose to, I suppose, but damn, will it be painful. I'm not interested in that kind of pain. This is going on the union card. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. So what are we going to expect and accept from the divine in this flow as we flow into the change and flow into new things? What are we going to expect? Well, we must have good feeling thoughts, because your ability to be in the flow and to receive beauty from the divine is absolutely measured by how much you practice joy. See, joy is the ultimate creator. When you can get in a good feeling place and have joy and be proud, and not even proud, pride is not joy, but doing things that bring you joy and seeing the outcome definitely brings you joy. Some people could always call that pride, I suppose. I'm not going to take another one of those. So how is it we're going to move forward and manifest that? Let's pull an attraction card. This is from Abraham and Jody Hicks. I love these cards. Joy is the key. On their videos, if you watch them online, Abraham Hicks, a lot of them the beginnings used to say, joy is the key, joy is the key, and I totally agree. Joy is the key, but how do we find joy when we're in the midst of sorrow and heartache? That's an interesting question. Let's not try to find joy in the midst of heartache and sorrow, because you can't get there from there. Let's remember the moments we do find joy and then just milk them for all they're worth. That's what they tell you. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a factual documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes. But it is not by magic. It is by the power of the law of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. And this is card number 30, which reduces to a 3. So it's about what you're trying to create. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of the solution, the better, because a continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibrations are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. So what are your thoughts? It's not about not having those thoughts, oh wait, this isn't working. You have to have that thought of, okay, this isn't working, but how quickly you switch to the vibration of, oh, wait a second, this is what will work, makes the difference between downward spiral or upward spiral. Wait a second, how about instead of saying this isn't working, say, oh, now I see how this is working. So it actually puts the energy out there of it's working. It's working in a way that perhaps isn't which way I want to go, but we start with the comment of, oh, now I see how this is working. You see, the energy is so different between, well, that is not working. You see, you're still stuck in the vibration of, oh, well, that is not working, with what is the negative. The other one is like, oh, you know, I see how this is working. I think it's time to change that to something that's going to work better. It's showing the universe that you see everything is working, whether to teach you or to bring you joy. It's always working. It's always working. There is no shortage of any attention to, there's no shortage. And any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you, because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Whether you are focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day is expanded in one day closer to the end of your years. That feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. Even when you die, you still live on. It's just a transition. So if we can look at everything as a transition, as opposed to a death or an ending, we can look at it as actually beautiful. Why? Because a person doesn't earn, I'm going to actually say, earn their way into, well, I can't really say there's anything you can earn your way into, because we deserve all the beauty that is there. So perhaps you feel when you've earned your way into a new vibration, we say to ourselves, we've earned it. Actually, no, it's your birthright. So instead of saying I earned it, perhaps we should say, I finally figured out the vibrational frequency to let this in. It's not about earning it. It's about obtaining the vibrational frequency to bring this forward into your life so that you can align with it. And when that happens, that's when you allow more of what is in what you have dreamed of, hoped of, and desired into your existence in here and now. That's interesting. I'm going to have to rewatch this video and write that down. There is no shortage of money or time. There is only bounty for everybody. One more card out of this, please. So self-limiting beliefs holding people back, telling a better feeling story about what has been, or not even focusing on what has been, but if you're going to focus on what has been, tell that better feeling story. Find a way to be in that better feeling story. And that's not easy to do. And remember, if you can't do that right now, you can't get there from there. Just follow your best feeling thought. It's like, oh, you know what? I can't do this. I'm just going to go have a bath. I just need to like totally chill out. Yeah, so that's the best way to get yourself, by chilling out, to your next best feeling thought. I can create both money and the time to enjoy it. Some people feel they have to work relentlessly. Yet again, this card reduces to a 3. Isn't that interesting? Many of you tell us that you are so busy making your money that you do not have time to enjoy it. For when you rely on your action to create, often you are too tired to enjoy your creation. Once you not only understand the power of your thought, but deliberately direct this powerful tool in the direction of things that you desire, then you will discover that the action part of your life is the way you enjoy what you have created through your thought. So when you do something that you care about or something that you find joy in, it all of a sudden becomes joy and enjoying the doing of it, because it's inspired action and you're inspired to do it. So therefore there's a lot of joy surrounding that. And therefore all of a sudden you do have the time to enjoy what it is you have created, because you are enjoying the creating of it. Does that make sense? Sure makes sense to me. I can create both money and time and enjoy it. It's beautiful. Message from the angels, please, and then I'll pull a postcard from Spirit. These readings I've been doing have been getting longer and longer. I apologize if that's bothersome for some. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. It's about how we move forward and what we attract to us by our thoughts. and our expectations of exactly what's going to happen with the situation. This is about taking that energy I was talking about and following the nudge to move forward, to go for what you want before the divine creates a whole lot of crap. You don't need a lot of crap in your life in order to understand it's time to move forward. You can follow the intuitive nudges. Next one out, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So it's important to get grounded. It's important to connect with the divine. It's important to quiet your mind and get into your body more. That's what that comes down to. When people say grounded, that's what it means. It means to quiet your mind and follow yourself into your body more. And the only way to do that a lot of times is to create a change in your surroundings. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relation. Be open to giving and receiving love. Perhaps that's the massive change that's about to happen and occur. Time to let go of what's happened in the past, things that this relationship or this situationship has been through. Overcome any obstacle and move forward, possibly even together, by having that renewed energy come forward for you. All right, postcard from Spirit, and we'll end the reading. Postcard from Spirit, please. Whoop, there it is. That was fast. Dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you, and you will never, ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. I hope this message resonates for you. I love you all. I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.